The last final of the weekend here in the Two-Tone Money Super 1 British Karting Championships. It's senior Rotax. Joe Turney and Miles Apps on the front row. The leading rookie Michael Cheek alongside Reese Hunter on the second. Johnson, Butterfield, Tsang, White, Lingard and Pendlebury in the top 10. Looking further back, Tommy Foster and Bradley Barrett needing to play catch-up. Tyler Chesterton likewise. Charlie Turner goes off P19. Watch him charge his way forward. There's going to be a lot of chasing vultures. Ready? Avanti! And we're racing at Whilton Mill. Joe Turney getting into the lead straight away. Michael Cheek going with him. No major surprises there because that inside line always gets the best run through a Brillivian and up towards Crook, through Fine Lady and down towards Christmas. No problem at all for Joe Turney and Cheek in the first two positions. No problem at all from their starting points. Michael Cheek, leading rookie. He is having a nosebleed, having a great run here up at the top end of the field and a cracking overtake from Lingard. Lingard makes the move there on the inside of Jensen Butterfield. So he makes up a place as they come down. Parker into Chapman, and Lockwood goes for the move there on the inside of the 67 of Butterfield. Doesn't make that one work.
Seen some fantastic overtakes in the championship this weekend so far. That wasn't necessarily the best one of them, but no real damage done, unless, of course, Jason Lockwood has damaged or had his front fairing pushed back. That'll be a 10-second penalty applied at the end of the race.
Another man we just saw going through there trying to make up progress is Morgan Rose, the 7 plate. Started right at the back end of the field. There's a nice move there from Reese Hunter, the 63. Second in the championship at the moment after his beautiful run, if you remember, at PFI. Had a cracking weekend. Teammate to Joe Turney. He's having a tougher move of it this time. Still a good weekend. Let's not count that out. James Johnson, he's managed to get past the O plate there in 5th position now behind Reese Hunter. So Apps has gone through to 3rd. Johnson has managed to lose 2 places there. So Kian Tsang finds himself in 6th position, and that's a nice move too from the 25 going up the order. Good overtaking move there from Tyler Chesterton in the mix there. Good overtakes all the way through. I think that was not only Chesterton making a move forward, but Sam White doing so as well on Kieran Gifford, down to 13th he goes from Donkin Barrett. Charlie Turner up to 16th place. Luke Wooders making progress as well as they hustle into Christmas.
Wooder has returned to karting this year. I think he's been racing cars, Jake. I'm not sure where because I don't follow it. I know you do. But there's the 5 plate making a move. It's another nice clean move. Look, Wooder in 17th place. He's only made up 1 place, started 18th. He's the former 2012 Honda Cadet Super 1 champion, and the 67 making a nice
one
move.
to chance
Jensen
there.
Butterfield.
Well, we know how good Butterfield is at making good overtaking moves. He's really lined himself up there. The 5 plate you were talking about, that move into Ashby, Charlie Turner doing a cracking bit of good race work there as they come across the line. Turney, Cheek, Apps, Hunter, Tsang, Johnson, Lingard, Butterfield and Alex Pendlebury. Then it's Tyler Chesterton working his way forward. Jason Lockwood, Sam White, Kieran Gifford, Charlie Turner, Bradley Barrett. The quality of this field in senior Rotax, in 2018 is absolutely superb. I've never seen such a high quality class of it. Oh, beautiful bit of battling between these guys in the mid pack and going off and onto the grass. Can we see a move from Turner? Yes, we can. Turner gets himself up the inside there. Charlie Turner, and there's more fisticuffs. The 92, Bradley Barrett's going to gain a couple of places from this as they continue to squabble away. This is getting a little bit messy, but the drivers managing to sort themselves out before it comes to blows. Barrett emerges at the front of the queue in front of Alex Pendlebury. The 54 in there as well. A little bit of a great run, 58 I was going to say, of Jason Lockwood. So it's Butterfield, Chesterton, Lockwood, White, Gifford, Barrett, Pendlebury, then Ben Donkin. Tommy Foster, the E-plate, is trying to charge forward, and this is a difficult run for Foster, the English champion, the E-plate, all the way from Newquay, of course. Tommy Foster, we know what sort of support he's got from the royal family out in Monaco, of course. Always watching, always keeping tabs on Tommy Foster. Not had the best of starts to the season from his point of view, but we know how dominant he can be, and he's making a very audacious move there on the inside of Donkin. Doesn't get it done, but the Scotsman Ben Donkin keeping him honest.
Tyler Chesterton on that last lap set a purple sector in sector 1, down in 9th place, but he's putting the lap times in as we see them coming through the final turn.
And we didn't see it, but Apps is in second. Apps is in second. I didn't make the point of it because I didn't see it. Apps has gone through into 2nd place. Cheek is now 3rd, and Reese Hunter's right behind him in 4th. So this is the battle for 2nd place. We didn't notice when Apps got through, I apologise, but Cheek is 3rd, Hunter is 4th, and now Joe Turney. Look at the gap he's got.
Michael Cheek, the leading rookie as well, Jake, having a fantastic run here. Kin Sang, let me get that out again, I'm struggling over my worms.
Try again.
Kin Sang as the 54 makes a move up the inside, and looks like Luke Wood has got through, made that work just about. So the leading rookies then, Michael Cheek in third and Kin Sang, let's get it right, in fifth place. Are the leading two rookies at the moment. Ben Donkin in third in that rookie battle.
There is Tsang into Christmas now, so he's broken clear of the two he's been battling with, Lingard and Johnson, then Chesterton, Lockwood, Butterfield, White, Gifford, Barrett, Pendlebury, Donkin, Foster, way down in 16th from his point of view, and a nice move there, supreme from Luke Oliver as he makes the move on Ryan Luscombe. Beautifully done as they dice away in there as well with the 31 of Joe Bleakley. So battles everywhere you look in this senior Rotax grid. It is a fantastic race, it is a fantastic class. Every time you are guaranteed quality.
90 drivers, I think, registered for this particular class this season. More battling down the field, great midfield battles, as you say, Jake. But look at this for a battle, there's about 10, 12 carts in it.
If you get to the front of this queue and there's 15 of you to battle with, you can put a massive feather in your cap on the drive home. It's absolutely brilliant. 71 in the mix there, just picking a couple of them out as they come through. Rob Ellis in the battle with Lewis Brown, who's having a nightmare weekend as well. Lewis Brown all the way down in P33. He should be towards this end of the grid, Lewis Brown. We know how good a talent he is, but he's just not getting the breaks this time. There's Kian Tsang as he chases after the top four. Lingard and Johnson still very close together. Let's look back. Well, didn't quite get the chance to look back, unfortunately. We're still focusing very much on this second place battle, and I see why, because Reese Hunter has got past Michael Cheek on that last lap. I'm looking everywhere around the circuit for these moves, and I keep missing them because there's so many battles to keep an eye on. It's absolutely superb. Because the thing is, in this sport, you've got to look out the window, you've got to look at the timing screen, you've got to look at the monitors. There's so much going on. It's absolutely amazing.
Turney, meanwhile, Jake, has just cleared off as we have a look at the information for Ben Davis, made up 10 places so far. Ben Davis, he is in, what's he in, 18th place, starting P28.
The only
decent run.
The only two people who have made up more places than that are Luke Oliver, who's in 20th place, made up 11, and Morgan Rose has made the same amount, up into 23rd position. So Morgan Rose, difficult start to the race, only just made it into the final, let's not forget, because he had to come through the repechage and then had a very difficult run of it. So now he's really struggling, but he is making up progress as fast as he possibly can. Turney, Apps, Hunter, Cheek is your order at the moment, and this is the second place battle. Apps versus Reese Hunter. We've seen this a few times before. Should be a good one.
Tommy Foster, the English champion, Jake, down in 15th place. You would expect, starting P14, he would have made places up. He came into this season on fire, didn't he, before the first round of Super 1. But it's not going for him in this championship.
Absolutely right. I mean, Tommy Foster, before the first round of Super 1 in 2018, had been completely unbeaten in senior Rotax competitions since becoming a senior driver. So it's been rather disappointing from his point of view, as we just watched him there battling in the mid-pack. Disappointing from his point of view to see how the luck has gone against him in the early stages of the race. But he's Tommy Foster. He's no lackluster driver. He will fight back. Here's Hunter making the move for second into Christmas on the way past Miles Apps. Cracking move. And
championship lead, Jake.
Yeah, that is now the championship lead, because having made up those 2 points, he'll be one ahead of Turney.
Yeah, exactly. So look at the virtual championship, top left of your screen, guys. You see Reese Hunter on 370, Turney on 371, the race leader. But with that move, that's worth 2 points to Reese Hunter. Watch those championship points update on the Tag Heuer system live when they cross the line. You'll see Hunter's points go to 372, and you'll see him take the championship lead. Top left of your screen.
There it is.
There you go.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is turning into an amazing battle between the two KR Sport Team drivers, Reese Hunter and Joe Turney, for the championship. Turney, however, is 3.5 seconds up the road from this battle for second place, and Reese Hunter is not just trying to fight for the championship lead, he's trying to fight to stay in front of Miles Apps, who goes for broke into Ashby. Great move. That was full of conviction, but this battle between these two has brought the rookies into play. Michael Cheek and Kian Tsang. Tsang goes for fourth place. Good move from Tsang into Chapman. That was beautifully done, and Kian Tsang now gets himself into the lead of the rookies campaign and into fourth place overall. He's a whisker away from a podium finish.
It sounds like he should be Japanese, Jake. He doesn't look Japanese in that picture, does he?
Well, Tasang, I mean, that's anywhere between Singapore, Malaysia, the Malayan archipelago could be one of those countries, to be fair. Could even be Philippines-based, so there's a lot of different parts of the world that could be from.
I'm not sure where he's from. He's probably Norwich or something.
Norwich, absolutely. Anyway, Joe Turney battling away out in front, miles ahead of this. Miles Apps, Reese Hunter, Kian Tasang and Michael Cheek having a good squabble over second place now. 2 rookies, 2 established guards, and one of them the championship leader coming into this weekend. Look at Turney, he's absolutely oblivious to it.
Yeah, just to see again, because Hunter lost that place on that lap, top left of your screen, he dropped down into second place in the championship. This championship looks like it is going to be between Hunter and Turney this year. Others may have a say as well, because there's still a long way to go, but this could be boiling up to a fantastic final round.
Here comes Hunter again. Hunter in the inside of Apps, and he's going to get the move. Kian Tasang wants to try and get through as well, but Reese Hunter will go back into the lead of the championship. And this is an interesting problem to have for the KR Sport team, as Tasang goes for the move on the inside of Miles Apps, has to hang back. Michael Cheek is now going to be side by side with him in Parker. He got very brave there. I think his eyes were a bit wider than his stomach as he went into Ashby, as he tries to come through and take that place. He was very hungry, couldn't quite make that move stick in the end though, Tasang, but he saved it by not getting too aggressive on the exit.
The Hunter boys are doing really well, Reese in this championship, and Kai as well as a junior.
Indeed.
I wonder if they'll want me to interview them this year like I did last year, when they were both leading their respective championships last year as brothers, and we were talking about the last time brothers had won the championship. After I interviewed them, it all went pear-shaped, Jake. They absolutely had a nightmare.
Here comes Apps up the inside of Hunter, and the championship lead changes hands again. So now he's going to come straight back. Not for long. That was seconds in it, and now Tasang is coming at it. Well, this is a lap earlier than we're used to seeing them battle for position, and as they squabble, we've now got Lingard, Johnson, Chesterton, Lockwood's not far away, White is in there. This is absolutely brilliant. All of the battlers are now joining the party.
Tyler Chesterton, last year's junior champion, of course, started P13. He's up to 8th place. Bags of quality, and as you say, Jake, as they start battling, this three-way battle, which we've got here for 2nd, 3rd and 4th place, is about to be joined, and we're going to have 7 or 8 carts battling for the 2nd place and 3rd place, the podium steps.
Hunter in 2nd position, championship leader if he stays there. 3rd is Apps, 4th is Tasang, 5th is Cheek, 6th is Lingard. He's now battling the far. This is the big defence now coming from Hunter, and that was very cheeky to hold on in front of Apps. Here they come, we're out of time. This is the closing stages of the race, and they are going to have to work in it absolutely to the hammer. Out of the boot and across that start-finish line into the last lap we go, and this is going to be it, a nail-biting run. Hunter, Apps, Tasang, Cheek, Lingard, Johnson, Lockwood, Chesterton and Sam White all battling for 2nd position. It's amazing how it's suddenly become a 9-kart race for 2nd place. Joe Turney, look, he's 4 corners up the road, Joe Turney. He's not even involved in this. Apps is trying again, as Reese Hunter is going to have to fight valiantly to hang on to this 2nd place. Tasang is having a bit of a look at Apps. He's not going to get there. This is all going to be decided at the boot. Who's going to be brave enough? Out of the boot, though, is Joe Turney. He canters away to the tune of 7.5 seconds. He is dominant, victorious and glorious. 2nd place, though. Let's look back as they come out of the final turn. Who's going to get there? It is Hunter from Apps and Tasang. Lingard comes through. Michael Cheek is spat out of the fray by the look of it. So Michael Cheek has not come through. That is a real shame. So Tasang is the leading rookie. It ends then with Turney miles out in front of Hunter, who retains the championship lead by a point. Tasang is given 3rd after a penalty for Miles Apps. Johnson is 4th from Lockwood, White, Chesterton, Barrett and Gifford. Turner in 10th place as Apps and Lingard are penalised.
Joe Turney made that look very, very easy, actually. How do you think you won by that much?
Just a great setup from the team. I've been working really hard. Ash at KR and Martin have done a great job. Yeah, just a big thank you to them and Tuto Money and Arrow Helmets as well.
And you got it nailed in both the wet and the dry. I mean, it was the same yesterday in the heats, same today. It's been a perfect weekend for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has really. Just been doing a lot of track time, and the team have done really well this weekend, so thank you to them.
And in terms of championship points as well, good after PF, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we're 1 point off of the leader, so it should be a close, good year.
Well done. Thank you very much.
About as comfortable a win as you can get for Joe Turney, but it's Reese Hunter that still leads the championship, but only by 1 point from Turney, and then Johnson Turner and Bradley Barrett rounding out the top 5. Next up, we will be at Larkhall in Scotland in 2 weeks' time, when we hope to have the drone in the air for the first time this year at an MSA event. Let's hope so.